Oh, Joe Biden, you're so classy, doing the right thing, taking down your negative political ads because Donald Trump was diagnosed with COVID. It's not true. It's not true at all. Here's how they reinforce the lie. I love this technique you see going on. You got this story here from a PBS, Biden removing negative political ads, and it's very short, and they say, Democratic nominee and former Vice President Joe Biden is taking all of his negative ads off the air in the wake of President Donald Trump's coronavirus diagnosis. Biden's deputy campaign manager, Kate Bedingfield, said Friday that the Democratic presidential contender will continue to air positive ads. The decision to take down the campaign's attack ads was made before the White House announced Trump would be heading to Walter Reed National Military Medical Center for the next few days out of an abundance of caution. Biden and Democratic groups supporting him are heavily outspending Trump and his Republican backers in advertising reservations through the election, according to the Associated Press review of advertising spending. Bravo, Joe. Bravo. And then Ilhan Omar shames Biden for pulling negative campaign ads. Get it together. Trump would have had ads up by noon. That proves it, right? I mean, Joe Biden says he's doing it. Ilhan Omar criticizes him for it. And if he's getting criticism from the left, it must be true. Okay. Brent Scher. Who's this guy? Executive editor of the Washington Free Beacon. What? That's a newspaper. A lot of praise for Joe Biden campaign for pulling negative ads. But scan of Facebook ad library shows it's not really true. Screenshot of still active FB ads below talking about Trump taking healthcare and being purged from life. All currently active. All pretty negative. What does that mean? They're going to take down negative ads. It means BS. Why would Joe Biden put out a garbage press release saying it? Because journalists are really stupid and just write whatever they're given. What's this press release? Joe Biden just did a backflip. I'm going to publish. Joe Biden can backflip. Joe Biden cannot backflip. That would be absurd. But they get the press release and it's fact. Earlier today, I talked about this on my main channel segment. They got an anonymous email claiming that Trump was sick and they just publish it. That's journalism today. Congratulations, Joe. Your ridiculous plan seems to have paid off. Ilhan Omar called out Joe Biden for pulling negative campaign ads. Well, to be fair, they didn't say every negative campaign ad, right? There you go. That explains it. Why would Biden delay or suspend his campaign when we know Trump would have had ads up by noon today ridiculing Biden for testing positive? Get it together, the Progressive Squad member tweeted late Friday. The Biden campaign reportedly said on Friday they would pull negative ads, and that's complete and utter BS. Well, you know what they're doing to Donald Trump's campaign ads? You see, Trump should have just got in front of this and said, I hereby announce I'm going to pull these ads because, Joe Biden, we're going to be more, we're going to uphold some kind of civility or something. No, Facebook's just straight up removing Donald Trump's ads. In fact, from Josh Kaplan, CBS News, Facebook removes 216 Trump ads about Biden, coronavirus, and refugees. My friends, the election's rigged. There's no other way to put it. If Donald Trump puts out an ad and it's something the American people care about and it matters to them, then why would Facebook remove them? What gives Facebook the right? Oh, but my private platform. This one's for all you conservatives out there who really love Donald Trump and want him to win, but also have argued that we should allow Facebook to just operate with impunity because my private platform. Hey, man, fine, whatever. I mean, look, I don't want Biden to win, but, I'm going to be fine. I don't think the world's going to end. But if you don't like Biden and you're worried, because I kind of think he's going to, destroy the future for, this country's children, well, then you should have been in favor of regulating these companies because it was obvious. To every Republican who was like, well, hold on, we don't want to regulate these companies. I don't know who I'm imitating. I'm just doing some kind of accent, I guess. Congratulations. Your ideas will die with you. That's it. You have no access to the means of communication. And now your ads will be purged. There you go. CBS reports Facebook has removed 216 Trump ads that claimed, despite the health risks of COVID-19, Joe Biden will increase refugees from Somalia, Syria, and Yemen. So what? Do Americans care about that? Imagine this. People in this country don't want mass migration. It doesn't matter if you think it's right or wrong. It matters whether the American people vote for certain things. If Facebook won't even let you know what Trump is talking about, then you can't vote for these things, can you? These companies are evil and they are dangerous. We've rejected these ads because we don't allow claims that people's physical safety, health, or survival is threatened by people on the basis of their national origin or immigration status, a Facebook spokesperson told CBS News. The Facebook ad library for the Donald J. Trump Facebook page shows Donald J. Trump for President Inc. paid $10,000 to $15,000 for the 15-second video messages that started to run on September 30th. The ad library, which lists ads purchased by the Trump campaign, shows 216 ads used the creative and text before they were taken down by Facebook the same day because it goes against Facebook's advertising policies. The ads received 300,000 to 350,000 impressions before they were removed, according to the ad library. A similar 30-second version of the ad, however, was not removed. A Facebook spokesperson pointed out to CBS News, Facebook didn't say why the 15-second version was taken down, but not the larger one, only noting that the ads were different. Courtney Perella, the Deputy National Press Secretary for Donald J. Trump for President, echoed the sentiment in the ads in a statement to CBS News on Thursday and stood behind them. She also said, "When it comes to leading our nation through this crisis and delivering the great American comeback, Americans can rely on President Trump. The U.S. has reported more cases of the COVID than any other country, blah, blah, blah. Mr. Trump has in the past blamed Corona on other countries, blah, blah, blah. Facebook's advertising policies state the ads must not contain content that asserts or implies personal attributes, including direct or indirect assertions or implications about a person's race, ethnic origin, religion, belief, age, sexual orientation or practices, gender identity, disability, medical condition, including physical or mental health, financial status, membership in a trade union, criminal record, or name." The company's decision to remove the Trump campaign ads comes amid a broader focus on content related to the presidential election. In September, Facebook said it will block campaigns from advertising in the week before the November 3rd vote, and that it is seeking to remove posts with clear misinformation about the coronavirus pandemic and voting. It also said it will reject any political ads that claim victory in the presidential election before the results are declared. A reversal for the company, which has long said it won't fact-check political ads made by presidential candidates and other international leaders. Welcome to your brave new world, everyone. The corporations will decide for you what you're allowed to talk about. You know, I am a fan of like the Civil Rights Act and not judging people based on, say, national origin and things like that. But I'm going to say this. Donald Trump's ads about refugees from certain countries was not, listen, I don't know what the ad was about, but let me just say, if I told you Joe Biden will increase refugees from certain countries, just that, it in no way implies your physical well-being is being threatened. What I'm simply saying is that we will see more refugees come to this country, and that will have economic impacts. I think it's funny when people talk about low wages not increasing, stagnation and things like that. And you have to realize supply and demand plays a big role in this. If there is a constant flow of low-skilled labor, wages will not go up. In fact, that will just allow the wages to siphon off to the upper class, to the rich people. That is one of the contributing factors as to why we've seen wage stagnation until Donald Trump. All of a sudden, unemployment was at record lows. Wages were going up. You know why? It's actually quite simple. If I own a company and I got to hire someone to say, I don't know, work the register, but I can't find anybody. I'm like, $15 an hour, man. You work the register. Sorry, man. I already got a job. Pays me the same. Okay. All right, we'll do $16 an hour. Whoa, it's an extra $1 an hour. All of a sudden, people start saying, I'm going to switch jobs because this guy's paying more. You see how competition works? What happens if you have a president who opens up the doors and just keeps bringing in more and more low-skilled labor? The idea that these Democrats have is that it will allow the economy to grow faster because you're going to have businesses constantly hiring people, but there's a limit. Okay, and it's not a simple thing to control. I am actually very much in favor of immigration, and I believe we should allow every single person on the planet to come to this country legally and through controls. What does that mean? It means we won't get 1 billion people just in this country at once. It means that we have a line for a reason. And the line will allow a certain number of people in at a time. And we'll do that to make sure everyone can prosper and we're not flooding the market and making people suffer. Because when you just open the doors and allow these people to come in, allow refugees, migrants, or whatever, you're not helping them. You're just hurting everyone. What we need to do is make sure there's a process. Joe Biden said he would decriminalize border crossings and put a moratorium on deportations. That's not helping anyone, dude. Donald Trump can't talk about that. In fact, I'm likely to receive some kind of guideline strike for simply saying the words. But it's a reality because Bernie Sanders even talks about it. And that's why Bernie Sanders was quite popular in 2015, going into 2016. One of the things he talked about was border security, banning the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Well, I wonder what happened to all those Bernie Sanders supporters who had no principle. Makes you wonder, huh? All these people rallied behind him when he stood for things that were very similar to Trump's policies. And that's what you get. They're not going to allow Trump to run these ads. Americans won't be allowed to bring these issues up without being banned. I'll probably get banned at some point. And then you will have open borders. Congratulations. Because these companies aren't beholden to the U.S. government, which means we are losing our sovereignty and our ability to constrain these massive multinational corporations. Shut them down. Impose regulations. Or your ideas will die with you. I'll leave it there. I got a couple more segments coming up in a few minutes. Stick around and I will see you all shortly.